So, what are we doing here?
Take this. It's a dart.
And?
You throw it at the map, and wherever it sticks, that's where we retire to.
What if it sticks in Iowa?
Then you're moving to Dubuque by yourself.
What if it sticks in the ocean?
It can't.
Why not?
It's YouTube.
Oh yeah, right.
Roughly.
Oh look, we're retiring to Thailand. Hi, I'm James, and this is My Last 20. Oh my God, we're retiring to Thailand. What do I need to do? How do I make it all happen? Where do I even start? The answers are one thing at a time, Google, and here with a map like this. Thankfully, the dart didn't land in Iowa, so Thailand it is. And while I may be retiring to the land of smiles, you may not have any interest in that. Even though the whole retire someplace else thing does hold some appeal. And that is the direction this Retiring Elsewhere series is going to take. Regardless of where you decide is right for you, the procedures, concerns, and solutions are going to be similar to what I'll face in my dart-induced emigration to the Kingdom of Siam. And, as with the other series, I'm going to look at the important steps in detail. But really, a map like this is an excellent place to start your research, and you won't even need any darts. This is the Michelin World Map. I'm not sure if it comes from the tire company or the restaurant review people, but it is an amazing map. First, it's centered on the prime meridian, not on the New World, so your eyes aren't immediately drawn to what you already know. Second, it shows pretty much every country, territory, island, storm-washed rock, every place you could even begin to dream of retiring. Tropical paradises? By the bushel, yes. Warm, wintered Mediterranean hillsides? You betcha. Banana republics? There's at least a dozen. Tired of the heat? Check out southern Chile or Tasmania. Looking for something more exotic? Well, pretty much every place else in the world is more exotic than where you are now. A map like this one provides perspective. Want to get home to see the grandkids easily or check on the homestead? You'll get a better feel for what's involved from a map like this than you will from Google Earth. Start with the big picture and work down to the details. What do you get when you retire elsewhere? Someplace new, someplace different, someplace that may seem similar on the surface, but as your time and experience there grows, blossoms into a garden of sensuous novelty, cultural awakening, and Epicurean exploration. Or just as easily can tumble into a morass of inefficient bureaucracy, itchy rashes, and digestive upset. The direction it all takes depends on you and what you're willing to accept and still call it good. So start with the map. If something grabs your attention, bring up your search engine of choice and type in retiring in wherever. It doesn't matter what wherever is. You'll get some hits. Read a bit and then come back to the map. Lather, rinse, repeat. After an evening of playing the "what would it be like to live here" game, it's time to get down to some serious questions. And
it may seem a trivial thing, but one of the most important decisions you could make is whether you want to live in some place where they drive on the right side of the road or on the left. It doesn't seem like much because maybe you won't be driving. If you're living in a city, you'll be taking public transportation. But all of your survival skills have been built by knowing which way to look first when you step into an intersection. I almost got myself killed in London the first time I was there because I was looking the wrong way. There was no traffic because it was all coming from the other direction. Just something to think about.
Then there's the language. It may come as a bit of surprise, but about 94% of the world's population do not speak English as a first language. So leaving these gilded shores in search of a place to stay will leave you, statistically speaking anyway, unable to communicate. Fortunately, one of the reasons you might consider living abroad was brought up back in episode 2. Learning new things keeps your mind younger. So, if up to now you haven't been able to habla a single word of Francais, whatever, this is your chance to shave a couple of decades off the age of your brain. Toss in having to learn a whole new culture, and by the time your last 20 is up, your brain age will be about 34. Finally, there's the money. In the United States, we spend more on practically everything we need and less on practically everything we merely want than any place else in the world. And we do it with a currency that is the envy of the globe and way more valuable than it should be. Cast your sights to the not-so-far-away land of Canada, and you'll find your retirement income will go much further than it will at home. Look further afield to places like Panama, Colombia, the Caribbean, Southeast Asia, and you will find that what you would pay for 3 weeks of rent for a studio apartment in any American city will get you a nicer place to live, plus all your food, entertainment, local travel and activities, everything. Of course, there are places available even cheaper than that, or more expensive than we're used to at home. If you want a robust expat community, you can hang out with a bunch of people who are exactly like the ones you just moved away from. You'll be able to find those around the world. If you want a lifestyle that gets you out and gives you the full cultural experience of an immersive, local, living in a village lifestyle, no problem. And even if you want, you can have both. What I'm going to do in this series is to go into all of that. The practical matters, language and culture, living and lifestyle, medical issues, and whatever else shows up in the comments. Since my errant dart throw is sending me off to the street food capital of the world, most of the examples I use will be coming from my own research. What do I do in my impending relocation in Thailand? I don't know yet. But all of the practical issues, concerns, and questions that I'll turn up will be directly applicable to any place else. Any place, that is, except staying home. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'm James, and this has been My Last 20. See you next time.
Bangkok, oriental setting, and the city don't know what the city is. Get with everything but Yul Brynner.